Thank you for tuning in and welcome to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jaclyn Friedlander. By curating local art offering a variety of classes and connecting with the community, Studio on 6 is creating a home for creativity. Studio on 6 Boutique and Gallery and local artist Jaclyn Rogers has decided to sponsor today's segment. So they are here today with more information. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
So Jenny, tell me a little bit about Studio on 6. What is the overview of that?
Studio on 6 is going on its 23rd year of being in business. I'm Studio on 6 4.0. I'm the fourth owner, and what we are is local area artisans, downtown Springfield, Illinois, and we provide gifts and crafts and classes and more from Central Illinois makers.
And you are a collective of makers, right? So how many people are involved in the studio, and what kind of different crafts do you offer?
We are a collective or a co-op of over 25 local area artisans, and I forgot the other part of your question.
So what kind of things? Because I see that you brought a variety here today.
I brought one of each of what we do. We start off with Jackie and the needle felting. She is our needle felting artist. We do paint with acrylics, watercolors, and coming soon is alcohol inks. We do clay work, we have ceramics, we have bath and body. We have a man that makes robots out of things that you've thrown away. We have a block printer, tie-dyer. What else do we have?
It looks like a huge array of all different things, and it looks like a lot of it potentially is thrifted, and sustainability seems to be a theme that I see running down there. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. We like to create from things that we find throughout. This jacket right here was a thrifted jacket. Dan has made this little robot out of old tins.
That is so cool.
And we have a paper crafter. So a lot of our stuff is thrifted. Our oils and even our candles, we like people to do an exchange and bring back their old vessels so then we can refill. Same thing with the car oil diffusers. We even make them out of old Starbucks bottles to make a coffee flavored oil diffuser for your home. So sustainability, making stuff out of nothing, we're just making stuff up.
Yeah, and you also teach classes, right?
We do. Jackie will be teaching needle felting classes for all ages.
Yes.
And we have a watercolorist, we have a crocheter, and I teach acrylic paint classes for kids of all ages.
Amazing. Well, Jackie, tell me a little bit about some of these needle felted projects that you have here.
Yeah, so these projects here are all made of wool. This is called needle felting. You use wool fibers and a needle. This needle has notches at the end, and they're infusing the wool together. So the more you poke the wool, the stronger the structure will come. So you can see there's so many things you can create with this.
I see all the pumpkins. There's a little mushroom guy over there. And then you're even wearing one of your designs, right?
Yes, this is a brooch that is connected with a magnet, so you won't have to ruin your clothes. So it's really cool.
That is really cool. Well, my nephew is really big into needle felting, and he showed me how to do it once, but I want to learn from the pro. So how do we do this? Because you created like a special needle, right?
Yeah, I created a special handle for a needle. This allows you to use the needle. Originally, the needles were made for industrial use. So when you're using it, you're kind of gripping it a little tight. So this handle helps you to have a minimal grip and still be able to needle felt longer, and makes it easier and more comfortable. And this can be found at woolery.com.
Nice.
So it's really, really helpful.
And so what do you do? Teach me how to needle felt.
So I brought a beginner-friendly project. You can use any type of cookie cutter to use, and here I have samples, but you can feel you want to start with the...
We're making a heart today, right?
Yes, yes, and as you can see, you can do so many things with
Yeah.
that heart. You're going to start with core wool. Core wool is just a loose, coarser type. Just think of it as a filler, like a pillow filler. But this will allow you to, you're going to just pull the fibers and to insert that right into the cookie cutter.
Okay.
And you just want it to be a little loose. And when you do that, so I can let you feel how, and you want to make sure you put on finger guards.
Okay.
To make sure you don't poke your fingers.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, because that needle you said has notches, right?
Right. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, you're right-handed.
I'm right-handed,
so
yeah.
You want to use...
so I want them on my left?
Yes.
Okay.
So
See?
you're going to put
This is why you need to go to a class.
Right, right. And so this is for the thumb.
Okay.
And then you're going to put that on the index finger. And so you're really just holding it with that finger.
Oh, I see.
And then poking it with your right. So you're going to stab the fibers gently. You're going to move up and down. You're going to make sure you're not going at an angle, because that will break the needle. And if you do, we do have some extra ones. So that gives you an idea. You want to compact those fibers until it gets about halfway down.
Okay.
And I'll let you see how it feels with that versus...
Oh, with this. Is that how you hold it?
Yes, yeah. And you can see your index finger.
Oh, it's so much, yeah. Because
Yeah.
before you were squeezing, so it's putting pressure and
Yes.
for like, I can imagine this would help prevent with carpal tunnel and stuff.
Yes, it will prevent all of that. It'll help. And as you can see, you are able to do it a little easier.
And much faster, I feel like, too.
Yes, yes.
I'm almost getting, I feel like, the entire heart.
Right, and that
all
will help you
compacted.
get the edges and everything. And then once you decide that you want to put a little more in, a little more fibers just to make it a little more stronger, and then you can just keep poking.
Keep on poking.
Keep poking. So this is very therapeutic.
Yes.
And
Because it's not a lot of thinking, and
Right.
it's much, you can kind of relax while you do it.
right, exactly. And you want to make sure you have a pad underneath so that you don't have to poke the table or anything
furniture
like that.
or things like that.
Right.
Yeah, this needle holder that you invented is really nice.
Yeah, I went through a company called Invent Right, and they helped me through the process, and they helped to get a patent pending product.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
So, thank you. And so then you would, you
And
know,
then I have a heart.
you have a heart, but you would continue to
Sure, to
add more.
make it.
So once you continue to poke it, you're eventually it's gonna feel like that.
Right.
And then you can add any color fibers that you want.
Oh, and make it layered.
Right. You can add a different color if you like. You can go ahead and just poke that in.
Poke that in on top.
Right. You can just do that if you like. You can insert this back in here and then poke it again. You know, you just
keep on making it.
Yes.
Well, thank you both so much for being here, and thank you for teaching us how to needle felt. Thank you for creating such a great space for makers and for sponsoring our segment today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.